Yeah, we didn't have any sleet. A little bit of hail and a few claps of thunder, maybe earlier on today, as the sort of the leading edge of that pushed through. And just looking at the forecast here, I think, say by about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, those temperatures are going to, or not the temperatures, I mean the wind speeds are going to drop fairly quickly. Just looking at it, yeah, by the time we get to midnight, all should be good. So hopefully we can, just hang in there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I think a lot of the awareness about weather these days is driven by the media and the social media. 20, 30 years ago when we were kids, it would have been, it just would have been a crappy day over.
Aye, well that's it. I drive lorries and I bring the lorry home a couple of times a week to give it a good wash there. And on the phone it said that it was to be horrendous today, heavy winds. It was actually in capital letters on my phone on the app. Very strong winds and heavy rain, and by the time I come home, I don't know, say about 5:30 this morning, slept till 12 o'clock, got up and I looked out and I'm like, Jesus Christ boy, it's like a summer's day out there. So I don't know what in between, according to the missus, I never seen the sleet or whatever. She was at work and she said it was sleety, but certainly from 12 o'clock till now it's been like a summer's day. And a boy had sent me a picture of the lorry there at the harbour and says, oh, I thought you kept that clean, look at the state of it. And I says, mate, that's what the weather report was on the phone, so I wasn't going to stand in my drive to be like an old drowned rat there. But there you go, Ken, we're paying somebody's wage somewhere to give us a bit of dodgy reports. But I mean, I could only go what was on the phone, so as gutted as I am there, that's the way it is. The lorry's rotten, and certainly into this evening with a summer's evening there. Roland, back to you, mate.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, yeah, it can be very isolated as well sometimes. It's often a case of it could be snowing like literally 10 or 12 miles away, and we might get nothing, or vice versa. And the same, of course, with the thunderstorms. But anyway, I think it's going to pass through quick enough, and we'll see how we go. So. It can only get better. There you go. All right, Julian, I say 73. I might make another call or two. I'm not going to stick around here too long. But I'll say 73 on this one. Cracking signal from Stranraer, 20 over all the way through. So doing a great job on the DX10 there and the wire, etc. Nice to hook up with you today. Mind yourself up that neck of the woods, and especially if you're out in the big machinery. Young lad on this side he's a plant fitter. Yeah, and you'd always worry about them there when they're up on big hoists and servicing gear and getting stuff ready there in rough weather, So you gotta be careful out there. Mind yourself, Julian. I'll listen for a final from you, and we'll say 73 from this side. Over.
Aye, no problem at all, Roland. Nice speaking to you again, and we'll no doubt speak again over the summer or the coming months anyway. That'll do, bud. EI5KP MM7GINT clear. 73's mate. Bye bye.
All right, Julian, 73. Thanks for the call today. MM7JNT, Echo India 5 Kilo Papa.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rowley.
Dave, was that Dave, SKA?
Steve.
Steve-O, OGS as opposed to an SKA. How are you?
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I think Daz is calling you as well. There's a few calling you. They all want to speak to you, mate. They all want to speak to you. Yeah, it's sounding good. Absolutely booming through. I've got you on the stream at the moment. So I just thought I'd let you know that, go.
Oh, very good. Okay. Well, it's not past the watershed, so we won't say anything too out of the ordinary. We'll keep it country, as they say over here. Good to hear you, Steve. Hope you're well. Let me just see if Daz is there as well. Are you there, Daz? Over. Yeah, is that you, Daz? Are you there, Daz? I've forgotten the call sign. You may come back to me there and give me a little bit more there, Daz. Over.
I think the band's changing. Rolling. Hello, Steve. From M3ZDZ.
Oh, good man, yeah, you came up that time, Daz. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold it with you. M3ZDZ. Been a while, Daz. With G0OGS and myself on the frequency as well. Let me see if you're holding up there, and we can put you around to Steve as well. Over.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the band conditions have just changed. You went from 20, 25, 30, and now you're like signal 7, 5. And I heard Steve, he was 10, 15 over, and now he's gone back down to a 5. Mad. Yeah, as you can hear, my phone's ringing. I'll catch you in a bit, guys.
Yeah, okay, no worries, Daz. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, the band is doing the same over here. Band is doing the exact same over here as well. I actually double-checked the antenna switch a little while ago there just to see if everything was right. Okay, G0LGS to take it, EI5 Kilo Papa. So how's tricks with you, Steve? Over.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good stuff, Rowley. Yeah, there is a bit of movement. Your signal has taken a bit of a dive, but not that bad really. Yeah, everything's. I think everything's okay. I've been listening around. Heard your good self. Would I pop in and say hello? Sounding very good. So yeah, what can I say? Last time I spoke to you, we was talking about bottoms. But when I say bottoms, I mean low-end audio. If you don't mind me saying, your bottom is a bit more pert today, Rowley, over.
Well, yeah, I got a rather pert bust as well. But anyway, I'm not going to hold it against you, physically or metaphorically. So absolutely fine. And it probably is a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I just wound it up a wee bit there in the just over the back pockets. There you go. So anyway, yeah, you're sounding good, but you're up and down. Quite a bit of QSB on the band, and yeah, no exaggeration to say that I did double check the antenna connection. The band took a really big fade, like just so quickly earlier on. Kind of thinking, because it's windy as well, I was thinking, Jesus, have I lost something up above, you know? But no, it was all good. It just came racing back up again. And just watching the pan adapter, I zoomed out from about 7.2 down to 7100, and you could just see all the signals just well, not vanish, but you know, they just lost their intensity. I really did think that there was something hardware-wise. But anyway, there you go. I think we might have somebody else with us there as well, Steve. So let me just put it across there and see. I might be able to hook you up with another EI. Echo India 2, Juliet Echo Bravo. You there, Martin, from EI 5KP?
Echo India 5 Kilo Papa. Echo India 2, Juliet Echo Bravo online. ESP just after being restored, after being off for the whole day. So tearing at the bit there to get back on, Rolly. How are you doing? And good evening to the other station there. I'm not sure who was on with you. I popped out while I was warming up here and just back in. EI5KP from EI2JEB.
Yeah, Echo India 2, Juliet Echo Bravo. Echo India 5, Kilo Papa returning. And yeah, I wonder, was that a scheduled outage or were you down due to the WX? You might mention that there in a wee while, but anyway, yeah, no trouble at all. You're 59 plus 20 and more all day, as they say, Martin. Yeah, on the frequency with G0OGS, G0 Oscar Golf Sierra with Steve there. So let me put it around to Steve and he can give you a call. Go ahead, Steve. Over.
Yes, okay, Rowley. Thanks for that one. Yes, good afternoon. There, Martin. Trust you're okay. We have spoken before. Not sure if you can remember, but I certainly remember you. EI2JEB. So hope you're well. The call sign again is G0OGS, Steve, in South Staffordshire. Martin, back to you.
Yeah, okay, Steve, no problem. Yes, indeed I do remember you and your name and call sign there. It's just Rolly got a little bit of traffic there when I switched on the amplifier and went out there while it was doing a countdown. So I wasn't really sure who was still on there. I know he was speaking to someone in Stranraer when I checked in. So all is good, Steve. You're about 5 by 9 here, and no problem whatsoever. Rolly, you're about 20 over S9 with me also, coming from Carlow into Wexford, over the border. And no, it was a planned outage. We got the sheet of paper last week there to tell us to be off today. It's all to do with the big solar farm here, which I'm happy to declare is up and running for the past month or 6 weeks. It was actually put online there without any great hullabaloo. So I'm glad to say that I'm not feeling any ill effects from it yet there, Rolly. EI5KP from EI2JED in the group.
Yeah, good. Well, that's great news. That is very good news. Yeah, you're quite privileged to get the notification piece of paper. They've gone a bit lackluster in handing those out up this neck of the woods, and anyway, we've had a couple of days where it's been flipped off at either 9, 10 or 11, pretty much on the nose, and it's returned at kind of maybe either 2 or 4. And you'd head out and you might see a truck down the road and they go, "Oh, it was planned. Did you not get a notification?" And you go, "No." So anyway, at least you had the heads up, and at least it's nothing to do with the WX. This area used to be very prone to upgrades and stuff there as well. They were always doing something or other. But anyway, not for a while. So touch wood. And yeah, big solar farm to go in here as well, maybe, but maybe not for a couple of years yet. I think they just got their planning appeal pushed through, so that's going to happen. But apparently it's going to be a big one, like a really big one. I think we might have spoken about this before, but anyway, so yeah, good news that you're not getting any trouble there. So there you go. So that's it. Yeah, just nerdling about today. Quiet enough on this side. Nothing too out of the ordinary, and only just turned on the radio just a little while ago. So there you go. So tell me, Steve, the low end, it's not too pert for you, is it, over?
From G0 OGS. No, it wasn't a it wasn't a complaint. It was just a observation. No, it's fine. No, it's nice and it's nice and rounded, if you don't mind. Yeah, excuse the pun. Excuse the pun on the bum, Rolly, over.
That's terrible. Jesus, yeah, that's really bad now. That's getting bad. But anyway, yeah, no, that's all right then. Yeah, all right then. Yeah, I'll look into the top end on another occasion. But no, I think I'm going to leave everything pretty much as it is there. So there you go. So what have you been up to? You been staying out of mischief, Steve, or have you been DXing, or what's been out since we were last talking?
Yeah, okay, Rolly. Yeah, well, I ain't one of these DXs, you know. I just pick on people I know and try and make their day. Yeah, no, I've been messing around. I've got a 10-meter beam, 3-element monobander for 10 meters, which I'm thinking about getting it up there at some point. But other things have been pressing. I've got my works running for repairs today. A few things have been found, which I don't think is going to be cheap. But hey ho, such is life. I've been looking at different motorbikes, thinking of changing that. But the more I think and the more I look, the more I get confused. So I'm going to take a step back from that one. And oh yeah, radio-wise, I've done a terrible thing and invested in a new microphone. Rolly, back to you.
John, are we listening to the new microphone at the moment? You might just make comment on that, but I'm going to put you straight across to Martin, because Martin is Martin's a two-wheel guru. I know little or nothing about them. I had donkeys years ago. I had a little Kawasaki. I think it was what was it called? I think it was an AR hairdryer 80. That'll give Martin a laugh. I had a little Micron exhaust on it, and it sounded like a cross between a chainsaw and a cat in a plastic bag being thrown off the side of a bridge. So anyway, there you go. But that did what it had to do back in the day, and that was actually, look, that must be going back 30 years or more. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, Martin is a serious biker. So let me put it across to JEB to say something suitable and with lots of jargon in it there, and to maybe draw you out and see where you're at. You might, guys. I don't know if you were ever talking bikes before, but anyway, yeah, Martin, pick it up. Over.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Rowley. EI5KP from EI2JB returning. I think we did speak briefly about bikes, if I remember, Steve, yeah. But I don't know if I'm the best person to give any advice, especially about any of the newer stuff that's out there anyway. All my bikes have been kind of well, they're in the 20s, but pre the 2020s. So the GS is what I'm running there now, the 1200, and she's 09. Before that, I had the Rocket 3, which was a 07, painted there over with the guys over in Image Designs. Was a club member's bike over in the UK, and I bought it directly from him. Before that, then I had a very heavily customised Harley Davidson that I done myself, and a few bits and pieces. So yeah, I don't know. I think Steve is a bit more of a knee down man than what I am. Although have got the knee down on several occasions, and sometimes both of the knees at the same time, and then that's never good. So look at that, I'm up to get the call for the dinner. It's on the table, and the dog is going to benefit highly if I don't go to it. So around the ghosty there, Steve, and unfortunately I have to bow out of this one. G0 OGS to take it with EI5KP, EI2JB signing for the moment. 73s.
Yes, okay, Martin, 5 business. I failed to give you a report. You're 5.9 plus. So all good. That's all good there. Excellent, Arno. Yeah, okay. Well, look, I'll keep you brief, because obviously you've got to get out of here, and you don't want the dog eating your dinner, which could seem to be like a likely event if you don't move your backside. Okay, look, I won't engage on any more. Maybe we'll get a chance in the future to have a conversation about said motorcycles. Okay, 73. Thanks for calling in. Speak to you soon. Bye bye, Martin.
Yeah, 73, Steve. 73's Rowley.
2 Echo 0 Golf Hotel Mexico.
Yeah, okay. The 2E0. Just one moment, please. Okay, Martin. Might catch up with you on 80, maybe a little bit later on this evening. Take it easy. 73. Enjoy the grub, and we'll see you further down. Echo India 5 Kilo Papa.
Yeah, okay. 73 guys. Gone clear.
Yeah, okay. 2E0, 1 sec. Don't forget, I want to talk to you about that microphone there, Steve. So just stay on that train of thought. Going to go from motorcycles to something as really as exciting as microphones, because I know nothing, as I've already admitted, about motorbikes. Very little anyway. Anyway, there you go. Let me just take the 2E0 very quickly. 2 Echo 0 QRZ.
Yeah, good evening, Rolly. 2 Echo 0 Golf Hotel Mexico. Name's Graham. Location is the Wirral Peninsula, over.
Oh, okay, yeah, very good. I just wasn't quite sure where you said you were for a moment there, Graham. Yeah, but fine on the Wirral, on the peninsula there. 2E0 GHM Echo India 5 Kilo Papa returning. Okay, Graham, I'll give you a report next time round. Also on the frequency with Steve, G0 Oscar Golf Sierra. So don't know how you copy him, but we'll put him onto you there now in just a moment. Just come back to me Let me have a look at the S meter, and I can give you a report from County Carlow. Over.
Echo India 5 Kilo Papa 2 Echo 0 Golf Hotel Mexico returning. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 plus 20 with me rolling. I don't know if you remember, I bought the triple C off you during the beginning of the lockdown. Over.
Yeah, through Nelly and Steve, was it? Over.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, I haven't spoken to Steve for about 2.5 years as well, Rolly. Over.
Very good indeed. Okay, well, have you still got it, and is it working for you? Doing what you needed to do? Over.
Oh, no, negative, no. I built an extension rolling during the lockdown, and I took one of the big supporting poles off for the huge doublet I had at the time, and I thought, I'm not going to have, in hindsight, I wish I hadn't sold it all, but I did, the whole thing, even the SP2000 went. So I've just bought a little Kenwood TS570D and just put a Hotel Sugar 6 Bravo Kilo Whiskey up, Rolly. Over.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, look, not to worry. Yeah, gear comes and goes, and I'm after selling some stuff myself as well that I kind of regret selling. But at the time it seemed like a good idea, or it had to be done. Anyway, there's always a pipe dream of some description, and you go and do something. Anyway, there you go. Let me put you across to Steve there. He's sitting patiently waiting in the wings, and I don't want to tie it up. He only came in to say a quick hello to me. G0OGS, it's all yours with 2E0GHM. Over.
Yes, okay, Rolly, thanks for that. Yeah, good afternoon, Graham. I'm not sure we've spoken before. You're only about 55 with me, but that's good enough. 55 is good enough. I've got you as 2 Echo 0 GHM. I'm hoping I've got that correct. For reference again, my call is Golf 0 Oscar Golf Sierra. So hope you can hear me there in the wheel, Graham. Go ahead.
Yeah, Golf 0 Oscar Golf Sugar 2E0 CHM returning. Yeah, hello Steve. Yeah, we haven't spoken for about 2.5 years, Steve. During the lockdown, I was on with Nelly and Dave. M0SKA and Tony VDO, and that's the last time we spoke, I think, Steve. We were on late evenings. Over.
Oh right, okay, yeah, I do remember that, and then you sort of disappeared, didn't you? But you explained why. You got bigger fish to fry. With the house, so I mean these things happen, you got to prioritize certain things in life, don't you? So okay. Well, looks like the radio book hasn't totally left you, so it's good to hear you back on the air, Graham. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 plus 10 with me, by the way. I'm only running 50 watts at the moment, so. Hopefully get the M0 this year. I was halfway through it the year before last, and through work commitments I had to stop. I couldn't get back to the radio club, Steve. So hopefully this time I'll finish it and get a bit more power under my belt, because I only run the power to the license. It's ridiculous trying to do anything else, I think. So yeah, thanks for the 5 and 5, Steve. Over.
Yeah, okay, and it's a respectable 5 and 5, whatever that means. Now it's you're cracking through, okay. It's only because roll is a stronger signal, and I've got a comparison. That's when you got comparative signals, but they're not black and white signals. There's nothing wrong with your signal to me. Now, fair play to you, and I respect what you're saying. Like running a 50 watts. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot I could say about it, but I don't really want to get into it. It's a bit crazy, really. It's the way they've got these licensing conditions. They give you the. It's like they've given everybody a piece. They've given everybody a cake, but they've said to some, you can only eat so much of it. So I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, and that's it. So, but yeah, if you go for the advanced, I wish you all the luck in it, Graham. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I'll take your standby because I'll listen to what you've got to say over the new microphone. I've brought some equipment. I've brought a Rode Procaster, EQ 2496, 3200, and a separate preamp, Steve, over.
Okay, well, you certainly still got the bug. No, good luck with it. You know, you got when it's time, the time is right for you to play around with. I'm sure that you'll get things the way you want them. Yeah, excellent. Well, I'm glad you've called in. Okay, I'll swing you back around to Rowley, the King Prawn, the good man himself. Back she comes, Rowley.
Yeah, from Echo India 5 Kilo Papa, and yeah, no trouble at all. Well, actually, now it's interesting as well. So I was just watching the two signals when you were saying about being comparative and making comparisons. Now I know you're both in different locations, but it's interesting just to observe. So Steve, you're 10 and 15 over 9, and Graham, you're literally 9 and 5 over. And, you know, I watched the S-meter pretty much all the way through both of your transmissions there, and they're sort of the best average I could give. So, I don't know, Steve, if you've got a little bit extra on or what you're running there. But that does give you the comparative difference in this particular instance. Steve, you've got a bit more presence. You're maybe a bit more, you're a little bit louder. But you're still, perfectly audible, Graham. Perfectly audible. Well, it sounds like you're back on the slippery slope. You are, absolutely. If you got a 2496 and a 3200 and a few other bits and bobs there, you don't really need an awful lot else to get your house in order there, Graham. So I think it's all going to be good. Now, maybe now the curtains will be pulled back and it'll all be revealed as to the nature of this new microphone. And are you working it at the moment, or when you said you got a new mic, Steve, is it en route, or is it actually plugged into the wireless at the moment? Over.
Yes, okay then, Rowley. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting a blast of interference. You're getting through. You're a good signal to me, so you're getting through. I don't know what happens around about this time of day. I get some local interference kicking, so it's damn annoying. Now I'm actually using it at the moment. I don't know why I bought it. Well, I know why I bought it, because I've always wanted, not always wanted one, but sort of fancied one. It's a Bayer Dynamic. I have got some Bayer Dynamic headphones, and I do like the brand. I do like the quality Bayer Dynamic stuff. Well, I think it's quality anyway. Nothing to do with me. It's all to do with them. But yeah, it's a what it is. It's an N5 in dynamic, similar to the RE20. It has got a different sound to it, and I've looked at it on the spectrum, and it certainly is coming over different. It seems to have more mid-range, I'll tell you what it is. It's the M70 Pro X. So it's the Bayer Dynamic M70 Pro X. I haven't got any pop filter on, so I hope I ain't popping into it too much. I'm trying to keep a sensible spacing. But yeah, that's what we're working with at the moment, Rowley. Go ahead.
Yeah, very nice. Well, it sounds lovely. It sounds very nice indeed, and it's it does have that mid-range that you're talking about, and I think your voice suits that, Steve. It sort of brings out some of those tones that you have there very naturally. You can tell that there's something going on. You got a bit of hokey do going down, and you're up to a bit of mischief there with the audio. But it's still very natural and it's nice. But it's got that just a little bit of polish on it there, a little bit of finesse. It does have a nice mid-range. It's very open indeed, very unfatiguing. But I did comment the last time we spoke. I thought you sounded very good as well. And I thought your sound was a little bit different than usual as well. And I particularly liked how you sounded a couple of weeks ago also. Maybe I'm saying all the wrong things here. I hope not. I know, but no, it does. It sounds lovely. Sounds very good indeed. And yeah, like Bayer would be a serious brand. We always used to use when I was working in the broadcasting. A lot of the gear was Bayer, and of course the DT100s were standard broadcast issue for any studio, headphone wise. And there's a pair, if not two pairs, Prawn over on the table on the far side over there. I don't really use them very much, but anyway, yeah, there's a couple of pairs over there, and they're a fairly hard wearing piece of kit. And yeah, we used to use some Sennheiser mics, some Shure stuff as well, and that kind of gear. But no, it sounds very nice indeed. If I can get you really in the clear on a good transmission now, in just a moment, I'll make a recording of you, and I'll see if I can shoot it across to you on the mail or something there a little bit later on. Over.
Yes, okay, Rowley. Thanks for that one. Yeah, well, just going back quickly to the comparative signals you're receiving from me and Graham. There's not a lot in it, is there? I'm running more than 50 watts, probably around about 350. So there's a good example of yes, I mean location and propagation does play a lot of part in that. Yeah, I have been missing. I keep looking at me. Every day, not every day, but most weeks is a learning curve with this SDR radio, even though I've had it 3 years, and just trying to understand the way it puts itself out over the air with the adjustments that I do make, and I'm starting to understand more and more of what it's doing, So there you go. I've actually changed some settings in the radio. I ain't going to go into it too much because it won't mean a lot to you. But I am doing something different with the audio processing in it. Having spoken to Peter in Switzerland, who he runs the same equipment, and we just swapped a few things on what we was doing, and I found it quite interesting how he was doing things. So I've been trying some of the setting, not the frequency adjustments, because those are obviously personal. But the things with the compressors and the clippers and various things that's in the radio. So yeah, I've just been doing a bit of playing around with that. Like I say, I bought this microphone. I don't know why. I don't need to, but I've always fancied it, and it wasn't a lot of money. I managed to find a good second hand. They're not a lot of money brand new, to be fair. But I managed to find somebody purely by chance who was selling the same model, and he said I've hardly ever used it, so I got it about £40 cheaper, So that's good, and it's come today. It's come in the box and everything that you would expect, as if I'd brought it new. So I'm quite happy with that purchase. So there you go. That's the Biodynamic M70 Pro. The headphones, I got the 770s, the DT 770s closed back headphones. I do like the Biodynamic equipment. I think it's good quality and affordable as well. And with Sennheiser. I didn't know it until the other day, early, that Sennheiser own Neumann. So I was watching some stuff, and that was one of the things I heard out of it. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, but I'm going to jump out of here real quickly, and obviously still conscious that Graham's there. EI5KPG0 OGS group.
Yeah, well, that's a great transmission indeed, and you're pretty much in the clear all the way through there, Steve. So I recorded that. I used the quick record. So I'm at the mercy of not recording anybody else or anything else between now and when I rip it off the hard drive and put it across to you. But what I'll do is and there's quite a bit of phasing and shifting around on the band. You sounded a bit tinny at one point. You know the way the band goes. But you came up really nicely and everything. The band sat quite still for a couple of sentences there, so I'll just throw it into the audio software and I'll top and tail it and just take out that good bit, and that'll give you a little bit of a taste of it there. Now I'm sure you've heard it before yourself and you know what's going on, but it's sometimes kind of nice just to hear what else is happening at other people's places. But no, it's very pleasant indeed. It's nice, and it's you. You know, it's distinctly you. Even though I thought you were SKA when you came in. Yeah, put my foot in it there as well. Jeez, yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. No, there was a good few people calling at the time, so I just momentarily lost the plot. So that's it. Anyway, there you go. I've made a few little tweaks and adjustments here, and yeah, I think I'm happy enough for the moment there. I'm going to jump out of here myself as well in just a moment because it's gone 6 o'clock. I'm sure we're going to be on that infamous kitchen patrol before too long. It's going to be time to jump out of here and before somebody else breaks in as well. So yes, I am leaving the frequency as well. So there you go. Well, look, best of luck with it. Enjoy it. And yeah, nice that you got a few bob off on it there. Enjoy it. And yeah, it's always interesting to like, it's nice just to tweak around and look around there. No, you have it sounding really good. Very nice indeed. It's all down to the signals, and the band at the end of the day, you know. If we were living local, I probably don't say this often enough, but if we were living locally and I was only, say, 5 or 10 miles away from you, you know, that kind of range, and we were on the 10-meter band, well, then you could really listen to somebody and see what they're at, you know. The minute you get below sort of, the minute you get to say, well, even 20 meters has its own certain amount of phasing and stuff and things, you know, but the minute you get to 40 and you get to 80, it's just all over the shop. The band is really just always shifting around, and I often think this is we're sort of in the worst part of the HF spectrum to be mucking around with audio. But anyway, that's what we do, and that's it, I suppose. So there you go. All right, well, look, I'll say 73 to you on this one. I'll put it around to Graham. I'll let him wrap it as well. Great to hear you, Graham, as well. Nice surprise. And I'll be listening out for your developments as well to see how you get on with your new bit of kit there too. And I'm sure the boys will be happy to give you a hand with that if need be. And we'll see how that goes as well. So there you go. G0OGS with 20GHM, Echo India 5 Kilo Papa, and across to you there, Graham, over. Okay, he might have had to split off there by the sounds of it. Nothing heard on this side from Echo India 5 Kilo Papa.
Yeah, I think he's out of here, Rowley, yeah?
Yeah, I've got one or two very weak ones in the background there, but not readable. Maybe two. I might have a mic, maybe a mic 7. Might be a 2 Echo 0, but very, very light with me at the moment, and I am going to clear, guys. Steve, I'll just pop it around to you there for a final. I'll listen one time round, and then I'm going to jump ship 2E0. Ooh, you almost became 2E0 OGS. G0 OGS from Echo India 5 Kilo Papa.
Yeah, there's somebody else calling you. Yeah, I think you may have forgotten to take your medication today, so you must remember that. Look, I'm going to jump out. I think there was a mic 7 calling, but I'm going to get out of here. Look, thanks for the chat. Always enjoy our little chats, and I'm sure that we'll have many more. But for now, 7-3 Rally, you take care. EI5KP G0 OGS. Bye bye.
Yeah, I presume your email is good on the QRZ, Steve. Over.
Yeah, email is good, Rally. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot that to you later on tonight. Okay, mind yourself. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. 73, enjoyed it. Many thanks for the call. Always great. And we'll catch up with you in a wee bit. G0 OGS, Echo India 5 Kilo Papa, listening briefly.
7-3 Rally.
G6 INU.